What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? If you clicked on this video, it means you want to know how to deal with toxic teammates. You have teammates running it down, mentals booming, exploding all over you, all over your face. Trust me, guys explode on my face all the time. Their mentals boom and they just all over me. So I'm going to teach you a few ways that you can combat this, how you can help your teammates stay in the game. You know, just a few tips and tricks on how I deal with it personally. Now, if you don't know who I am a Twitch streamer slash League of Legends content creator. I peaked Masters recently, peaked rank 1 Lilia, so, you know, I put a lot of hard work into this. You know, I'll be completely honest with you. I wouldn't even say it's 50-50 mental versus skill. I think it's more mental. Your mental needs to be stronger than your actual ability. It sounds insane to say, but as somebody who's played hundreds and thousands of ranked games, I can attest to that. So first and foremost, I think League of Legends is a very unique game in terms of it's one of the only games I've ever played where my teammates would rather lose because they hate someone on their team so much. Like, I've played Call of Duty, I grew up playing Call of Duty. You argue with teammates, right? But never have I ever played a game where somebody dislikes their teammate so much that they will go out of their way to lose the game purposely. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. So what you'll see a lot of times is teammates losing games out of spite. Not because the game is unwinnable, not because somebody made a mistake and now the game is over forever, but let's say a teammate says something to another teammate that just ticks him off. He will throw the game, run it down because his feelings got hurt. And it's insane because League of Legends is like the only game I've ever played that I've seen this, which is like, I'd never seen this anywhere else. That's something that when I first started playing League, I used to think it was crazy because it's so strange. Now, there are two ways you can respond to teammates who are mental booming. Let's say, for example, your teammate died in a preventable way. They tried to get a kill, they tried to tower dive, and they died, right? Oh well. The enemy team got a kill. There's two things you can do in this situation. One, you can respond with negative reinforcement. Tell your teammate, oh, you're so bad. Why would you do that? We're going to lose the game because of you. Stop playing the game. Why are you so bad? Yada, yada, yada. Y'all can imagine how that makes your teammate feel, right? I know, for example, if I had a teammate that was just constantly speaking to me negatively, telling me bad things, getting in my head, I know for a fact it would make me start playing poorly. The second thing you can do is positive reinforcement. Now, what this means is your teammate doesn't even necessarily have to make a good play, but it could be your teammate makes a bad play and you tell your teammate, oh, it's okay, it's not the end of the world, we'll get him next time, it was a good try, it happens, unlucky. When my teammates make mistakes, that's primarily how I respond to them. And it's using this trick that has won me a lot of games. You would be surprised how many players play better because they have a teammate that's encouraging them and telling them, oh, it's okay that you made a mistake, like we're not going to let it happen again, we're going to play better this next time. And it makes a lot of players feel very good about themselves. Another piece of advice I'd give is do not give up early. Don't give up just because the enemy team is winning 5-0 at 10 minutes. That's not the reason to give up. In most games, I say most because there are some exceptions, in most games, you will find the longer the game goes on, the higher probability that you have to make a comeback win. It could be 100-50, right? The enemy has double the amount of kills you have. But by the end of the game, the death timers get up past 60 seconds. It takes one mistake, and a team that was losing the entire game can make one good team fight and win the game. It's crazy. It happens to me all the time. It happens to everybody all the time. So do not give up. Encourage your teammates to not give up. If you have a teammate that's like, oh, I'm giving up, this is a terrible game, just talk to them like, hey, it's okay. You can play better. You can make up for it in other ways. Be here for this next team fight. Just help me with this, help me with that, and you will be surprised on how effective it is in your games. Another really big piece of advice I like to give people is put yourself in their shoes. Now, this is going to sound crazy because it is just a video game, but you never really know what that person's going through. I don't want this to sound dramatic. I don't want it to sound like I'm being a therapist, but you don't know if that person had a bad day. You don't know if that person had a long day at school, had a long day at work, and then they got to come home and play poorly on the game that they used to let their stress out. You never really know what someone's going through. So if you're sitting there flaming your team, insulting your team because they made a bad play, if they're already having a bad day, do you think that's going to get you closer to winning? No, it's not going to get you any closer to winning. That leads me to my next point. Think about winning as this hand and losing as this hand. When you start the game, you're right in the middle, right? Think about it this way. If you insult your team, that's getting you closer to losing, right? You want to win, don't you? Don't you want to win? I know I want to win. So every time you insult your teammate, anytime you put your teammate down, anytime you flame a teammate, it's getting you further and further away from a win, regardless of any other factors. Talking negatively to your team, putting them down, just shitting on them, does not get you closer to a win. It does not help you get closer to a win. It doesn't. I don't know how many times I need to repeat that, but talking shit to your own teammates does not get you closer to a win. I know it's like, oh, obviously, but my teammates are so bad. I have to tell them how bad they are. No, you don't. If you want to climb, listen to what I'm telling. Open your ears if you want to climb. Listen. So an analogy I like is imagine you take 5 monkeys and you give them a 1,000 piece puzzle and tell them to put the puzzle together. Now already starting out, what are the odds that 5 monkeys are gonna put a puzzle together correctly? Think about it, like what are the odds? On top of that, imagine the monkeys are fighting with each other, beating each other up, having disagreements. Now imagine a group of 5 angry monkeys trying to put a puzzle together. Just think about it. It's not gonna happen, right? So why aggravate your teammates? You're teamed up with 4 other people, right? You all have the common goal that you want to win the game, right? What logic says, oh, I should make my teammates angry if I want to win? No. No. If you want to win, you need everybody on the same page, and part of that is taking care of not only your mental but your teammates' mental. So if you take anything away from this video, please remember, the majority of your league games are won by the mental state of you and your teammates. You could have a challenger player on your team, but if they mental boom and decide to run it down, what good is their rank? What good is their skill if mentally they're not going to be present for the game? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little rant. I've actually been enjoying doing these little commentary videos, so I'll probably be doing a few more in the future, but comment down below some more topics you guys would like to see me talk about. Don't forget to comment, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!